As this is the beginner's class and the very basics of starting your video, your first project might well be just the joining up of all the video clips that you've taken and adding a title at the beginning and an ending and credits. So we're going to do a very short clip of this. So I'm going to scroll down to the piece of video that I think that I want to start off with, and usually it's the I'm going to start off by clicking on this piece of clip and bringing it down. I'm going to bring down the next clip, perhaps the entrance of the Moors, or the drumming. We have the drummers here, so that's taken out of sequence but adding it together because I'm going to build up a whole story here. So I have the drummers and I have the girls that were demonstrating for us beforehand. Then I have the entrance of the parade. And notice by joining it all together now, I have not quite a minute, I've just got over 50 seconds of videos where all of the clips have been joined together. Let's start off by just playing a little bit and see what it looks and sounds like. Now it might well be that first clip is too long. I just want a little bit of the girls before we see a little bit of the drumming. How can I cut that? I have various options of doing this. To start with, I have a little handle there which if I hover on, I get the double-headed arrow, and I can hold my left button and drag that back to where I think I want to finish. So if we drag this back to about there, that's enough of my girls. That's fine. My next clip is also quite long. So if I start to play that, that is my drummers. Fine. That's about as much as I want of my drummers, I think. I don't want to bore my friends and myself with that. I can move my timeline to about where I need it, to up to about there. See, somebody's head came across it after that. So if I stop there, I have an option up here to actually split that clip. So I click on split whilst in that position. Notice it has split the two pieces there. I move on to this part, which is the part that I really want to discard. I can use the edit option, but for me, because I am sitting down in my timeline, the quickest option is to right click where you have the option to cut. Now watch that part of the clip disappear. So I had two pretty long clips which I've reduced now into two smaller clips because that's as much as I want to see of that. Then I'm coming on to the entrance of the Moors onto this clip and start to play and see how much I want to keep of that. Now we're really into the atmosphere. Well, I pretty much want to keep that because that is very much the atmosphere of bringing them in and how they move down the street. So we've really put a little bit of it together, and the only thing that is left is to add a title, if we want to add a title, and then finish off at the end. You can continue by building up and using all of the video that you want. I'm just going to go back to the beginning here now. This is where I want my title, right at the beginning. I have the option of titles and credits. It's going to give me the option title at the beginning of titling it before the selected clip or title it on the selected clip. There is a difference. If we say before the clip, we have a title here where we can say Moors and Christians we've added a title, and that's, oh, it'd be okay if I could spell, wouldn't it? You won't believe that I'm sitting up in bed doing this actually, so forgive my typing. Moors and Christians. I'm just going to do one line of text. I have the blue background. I can change anything, the text color, the background. I can change the animation as to how it's going to show. If I change the title animation, you see you have the fade and the wipe, you have the mirror. Play around with these. I'm going to go for the mirror and say that's fine. I'm now going to change the text and the colour. The colour really should be a lovely vibrant red in the background there, so I want to change mine to red. And I'm going to say now add the colour, and you see this has come in front of my video. I will play to show it. Moors and Christians. It's going to go into the girls. Now it was a definite break to go into the girls cheering. I might like to have a transition going in front of it there. So if I come back to my timeline and say that I want a transition, I can have a transition. These are all the various transitions that I can have. I'm going to pick a circle and bring the circle again by left clicking and dragging it down into the correct place. You will see the blue line is showing where my transition is going to be. Now let's have a look how my title comes into the girls. So I've put a title in it, I've put a transition in it, I'm keeping the music at the moment as the music from the event. The next thing that I want to do, possibly is after I've built up my video, is to add a credit at the end. So I'm going to say credit at the end. I can use the same colour, it picks up the same colour that I used last time, and I can say filmed by Sylvia and July 2011, and you'll see as I'm building it up it will show you how it's going to look at the end of my film 2011, and I say add the title, so that's gone to the end because that's what I asked. Now I've started my video in the beginning, I've added a credit at the end, I've kept my music, I can see where it is, I have shortened a clip by dragging it, I have cut a clip. Now we're going to see our project. So you can add, cut, title, make yourself a film of any event that you want.